Hello， 大家好，我係 Julian 啊。最近咧就有個觀眾咧係問我關於訓練嘅問題嘅。咁佢係想跑800米嘅，而喺我哋討論訓練嗰個過程入邊咧，咁我就建議佢去跑 interval 啦，跑間歇啦，即係俗稱嘅。咁我就睇咗佢跑完嘅數據啦。咁而結果咧同我想像嘅係有出入嘅喎。咁原因咧係因為佢即係唔係咁即係對間歇跑嗰個目的咧唔係咁清晰啊。咁就令到我諗起其實係未必個個人對間歇跑嗰個目的啊，或者係想做到嘅嘢其實唔係咁清楚嘅。咁所以我就諗住拍一條片去講呢個間歇嗰個問題啊。唔知道大家有冇試過係跑唔到你心目中間歇嗰個時間啦，而喺練習咗一段時間之後咧，都冇效果嘅喎。咁呢一條片咧就可以幫到你去清楚咁樣知道跑間歇嘅目的同埋你要做到嘅嘢啦。嗱，間歇跑嘅目的咧，其實就係反覆咁樣去刺激你嘅最大攝氧量。但係大部分人咧最容易犯錯咧，就係佢哋跑得太快啦，偏離咗佢哋嗰個最大攝氧量，咁令到咧佢哋訓練嗰個咧唔係佢嘅有氧系統啦，可能變咗無氧系統啦，咁就會令到成個訓練咧就會係唔夠 effective 啊。嗱 ，Jack Daniels 咧，大家都知道係全世界最好嘅跑步老師啦。嗱，不如我哋一齊聽下佢解釋乜嘢叫做間歇跑啊。
So that's what the purpose of interval training is. And that's done at about 97 to 100% of your max heart rate. And the reason I like to call it a little under 100% is because if your max heart rate is 180 and you're doing some intervals and you get 180, do you know if you're going too fast? Because if you're going too fast, it's going to be 180. I mean, that's for sure. So you want to be right at it or a little below it so you know you're not going too fast. Because going too fast, I'll show you a good example of that. If you can see this, let's say you're doing some intervals. This is your VO2 max up here, right? And let's say your VO2 max is associated with running at a 6-minute mile pace. Okay? So you start down here, it takes 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say you do a 5-minute run at that speed. It's going to take you about 2 minutes to get to your max, and then you're going to level off at your max. So if you run a 5-minute run at your VO2 max at that speed, you're going to get 3 minutes at your max. Okay? Let's say you're going to do 5 of these. And let's say you do the first one at 5:45 because you're all rested up and you're feeling great. Okay? What happens if you run it too fast? The VO2 goes up here and levels off at your max, so you get 3 minutes at your max. You can't go up here because this is your max. So all the rest of this energy is anaerobic, and that hurts. So if you do the first one too fast, maybe you get the second one at the right speed, then the third one you run at 6:20 pace because you're pooped out. And you go up here and you level off at 6:20 pace and you get 0 time at your max. I don't care how bad you're hurting, you're not at your max. You might be max hurting, but you're not at your VO2 max. And so what's the purpose of this workout? If the purpose is to hurt, then go out real fast and be as miserable as you possibly can. But if the purpose is to spend time at your max, you better run them all at 6-minute pace so you get at least 3 minutes on each one of them at your max. That'd be 15 minutes at max as opposed to only 6. Okay, so that's the interval training. Now I'll draw you a little picture of what interval training looks like. Well, here's what easy training looks like. The height of that bar is how intense it is. Threshold training's more intense, but you don't do it as long. Or you might do it with repeated bouts with short rest. Interval training looks more like this, where you do hard work, rest, hard work, rest, hard work, rest, like that, a bunch of those. I would limit those to 5-minute max. Maybe they're only 1 or 2 or 3 minutes, but not longer than 5, because your VO2 max is a speed of running that you could race at for about 10 or 12 minutes, all out. So you're not going to go out and run 5 8-minute runs at your VO2 max. That's like running 5 races at your VO2 max. It's too intense. So you don't want to go more than about 5 minutes maximum. Usually people do interval 800s or interval 1000s or interval 1200s, something like that, are more important. And these are hard. Remember, these were easy, these were comfortably hard, and these are hard. Sorry, they're not easy.
嗱好啦，其實 Jack Daniels 咧都已經講得好清楚啦，我哋千祈唔好跑得太快啊，因為咁樣咧係對我哋嘅訓練咧係冇效果同埋冇幫助之餘咧，我哋喺第一轉啊、第二轉如果用得太用力去跑嘅話咧，我哋會好快咁樣去力竭咗啊，咁就令到我哋第三轉、第四轉、第五轉想累積嗰個最大攝氧量嗰個時間咧，就會等於零㗎啦。我哋去跑間歇嘅目的唔係為咗辛苦而跑噶嘛，我哋係想訓練我哋嗰個有氧系統噶嘛，所以記得千祈唔好跑得太快啦。嗱，如果呢條片幫到你嘅話咧，我希望你俾個 like 我或者 subscribe 我嘅 channel 啦。如果你係更加有興趣、更加深入咁樣想了解跑步嘅知識啦，或者係想知道點樣去訓練啊，咁可以加入我嘅 Patreon 啦，仲可以攞到我嗰啲training plans 啦，咁可以 click 下邊條 link， 咁就係咁多啦。我哋下條片見啦，拜拜。